What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I don't remember the rest.
What is up, everybody? Oh, you heard it already. That was my my second voice. I have two voices, my manly man voice and then my girly girl voice. So you heard, you know, I'm Mike. I'm a full-time media seller. I go around the thrift stores, I scan all the CDs, DVDs, and books, and I make a full-time income doing that. I primarily sell on Amazon. So today's video is going to be Goodwill based. We're talking all things Goodwill. I'm actually outside of Goodwill. We're going to go in here and scan the books and media, see if we can find anything that's profitable. I haven't been to this Goodwill in probably 2 months. I've been avoiding Goodwills like the plague just because, you know, their prices suck and usually their merchandise sucks. Which brings us to another topic. Goodwill basically, you know, has their own reselling platform now, so we're going to talk about that before we head in. So let's get right on into it. We got our windows down. It's too hot to not have the windows down before we run in here, so you got to deal with the car sounds. That's just part of the game here. So we're going to cover Goodwill's reselling platform first. It's called Worn Not Wasted. So we all know Goodwill, as much as they try to sit there and say they're a non-profit and, you know, they're helping out all these companies, and every negative review on any one of their stores, you know, 92 cents goes to these programs. Well, now they have a reselling platform to kind of compete with like eBay, and it's not necessarily affecting media sellers yet. So their current focus is selling clothing and jewelry. So really doesn't have any effect, but you better believe down the road that they're going to be getting into everything. So we all know, I've showed everybody on the Zoom call a few weeks ago that Goodwill actually has physical bookstores, literally called Goodwill Bookstores. You can look this up to see if you have any in your area. So this stuff that you're seeing at the Goodwill, I guarantee you now, all these Goodwills have a process in place to basically decide if it's something they're going to sell on their own or put out on the sales floor. And if it's something that's worth anything, probably $10 plus, because you have to realize at scale, Goodwill doesn't know what they're doing. They just think something's worth 10 bucks. Instead of selling it for $2, they're going to say, hey, we'll send it to our warehouse and try to sell it online for $10. So it's interesting to see that they actually created a platform and they're hiring. So, you know, if you have reselling experience, maybe you can go work for Goodwill. There ain't no money in the world that I would work for these people. I think Goodwill is completely crooked. That's just my opinion. It hasn't always been this way, but they just, for a company where you get stuff for absolutely nothing and you continue to raise your prices and try to make it seem like you're helping people in need that can't afford to, you know, walk into a Target and buy new clothing, buy something they really need for their house. If you continue to raise prices when your cost of goods stays zero, I don't want to hear nothing about the fuel nonsense either. Oh, the cost of fuel has gone up, so it costs more to get the stuff transferred to different stores. It doesn't matter. When your cost of goods is zero, that's the biggest effect. Fuel means nothing. You're still getting everything you're selling for absolutely nothing. So I just wanted you guys to be aware that Goodwill does have a reselling platform. Personally, I haven't been going to Goodwills. I've been, you know, taking advantage of smaller thrift stores and cheaper thrift stores. Any other thrift store is cheaper than the Goodwill. Is there any thrift store that's like a chain that's more expensive than the Goodwill? I don't think so. And it's not just for media, it's for everything. I know some people have Goodwills that are still good, you know. There's a few pockets out there in the country where you can still get 99-cent books and everything from Goodwill. But I guarantee you the days are numbered when it comes to that kind of stuff. So they have their own reselling platform. I'm never going to sign up, even if they get into books and stuff. I don't want to basically be donating to this nonprofit where the CEO is making millions and millions of dollars. They got these poor people in here. I guarantee you ain't making more than $10, $11 an hour. So just wanted to bring that up before we head in here. We haven't been here in a month and a half. I'm curious to see what we find. Last time I was here, it sucked. This used to be a really good one. A lot of the Goodwills used to be really good ones. Now, there's maybe Badwill, yeah. Like Tristan said on my last Goodwill video. Badwill, they're no longer Goodwills. And it's a shame that it's come to this, but just think about it. A nonprofit wants you to sign up, sell on their platform, and you pay them a cut. even though they're helping save the world, and every 92 cents that they make is going to some kind of organization where you can never find clear-cut information on or anything like that. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents. Goodwill bookstores are a thing. They do exist. I know for a fact there's a lot down in Florida, and I'm sure they're all over the place. So let's get in here. You'll see my Scout IQ screen while we're scanning. Debs spent some of my Second and Charles credit on Birdo back here. So when we used to play Mario Party on the Wii, Birdo was her character. I always played as Boo, the ghost. And I always won every single time.
Lies.
1,000% of the time I won. So anyways, let's head inside here, see if we can find anything. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to make the video covering this Goodwill reselling platform because it kind of ticks me off and rubs me the wrong way. But hey, like I said, to each their own. Maybe you love Goodwill. Maybe you'll apply for one of their jobs and you'd be like, Mike, this is the greatest company to work for. They're paying me $60 an hour to look stuff up on eBay and list on their platform. So let's get moving. All right, we're back home. That was Birdo, a new member of the household, as we said before. I believe that Birdo was pretty expensive too. If you guys can guess how much Birdo was, even though I use store credit, I'll be curious to see. Anyways, you've seen that Goodwill was a mess. It was packed with ignorant people. Basically, you know, we were over by the books when it cleared out a little bit, and you know, people right behind you running into you with their carts. They literally had so many CDs and DVDs that they're all just piled on the shelves. Minimum price for a CD is $2.99. I seen some of like the 2-disc ones were $4 or $5.99. DVDs the same way. The DVD was at least $3.99, going all the way up to $9.99 for some of that junk. Clearly, you guys have an issue. You have so much inventory, it's not moving. I can't imagine why. Anyways, we got a few books. The book prices were pretty much all over the place. Everything we got was $1.99. I didn't get anything. I know Deb scanned a few that were $1.99, but if it's only $4 or $5 profit and it's not an instant seller, it's not worth picking that up. So we left a lot behind. We got a little bit of a stack, nothing crazy, and most of the ones we got were, I'll show you one of them that's an instant seller, and you're really only going to double your money plus a little bit. So I'll show you the best book we got first here, I believe. It is Taking the leap, freeing ourselves from old habits and fears. Would help if I had it correctly set up. Actually, this wasn't the best one. This was the fast moving one I wanted to tell you about. 526, 151 e-score. This should sell instantly once it gets checked in. It's a real tiny paperback as well, so that's always good. Here goes the best one we found. We have Managing Stress and Preventing Burnout in the Healthcare Workplace. $18.26 profit with only an e-score of 7. But a fun little fact here for this one is you see the lowest used FBA is 27.58. After that person, it jumps all the way up to 57.88. So we'll price this underneath the 57.88. Let that idiot sell. Sorry if that idiot is watching, but you're literally leaving, you know, $30 out there to be made. Stop pricing against merchant fulfilled. You're not merchant fulfilling, you're FBA. And so anyways, when I was checking out, the manager said, hey, I know you're a real famous YouTuber. Maybe you can help us stock our reselling employees for our new reselling platform. So if any of you are interested in a job reselling for Goodwill, they are hiring. It starts at about minimum wage, $7.25 an hour. And let me know, and make sure on your application you put that the used book guy sent you to get a job there. So that's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye bye.